again for Soda City. We have a lot of fun to get to. A nice event happening here in the Midlands where you are going to have the opportunity to learn more about some of the business owners here. It's called Bizarts. It's a bold new series blending business, arts, culture, and community. And it's kicking off this Sunday, hosted by Dion Jennerette, the CEO of 7 Sunday and the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities. Joining us today, we have Dion himself, along with Gretchen Barron, who represents District 7 on Richland County Council. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Councilwoman Barron, I'll start with you. Why are events like this so important in the community, especially when it comes to showcasing small business owners?
Well, as a small business owner myself, I think this gives an opportunity for our smaller businesses to have a place to showcase their talent, to showcase their gifts and services, and not only that, an opportunity to connect with other business owners. That's a missing piece.
Yeah.
And when we talk about having an opportunity right here in Richland County, the City of Columbia, this event right here is key. It is key to opening up doors of success for many other businesses.
Absolutely. And Dion, you are the visionary behind this. You always have your hands in a lot of things bringing the community together. This series, though, blending business, arts, and culture. What was the motivation and the mission behind it?
The motivation and the mission was that I was sitting with a USC alum. We were on a pilot for a TV show, and he was talking about the fact that their business had begun to thrive during the pandemic, and now in transition, trying to figure out how to navigate these new changes that are coming into play. And in that, we started talking about where do small businesses, how do we build from this place in this moment.
Yeah.
And so in that, Bizarts, which is, I believe, applies to all people, because in order to create a business, you have to be creative because you have to have strategic thinking and a vision, a plan, and all these things. And so in this, we're coming together collectively as 7 Sunday is. We work with other small businesses and we collaborate together to create the vision and do the things that we've done with 7 Sunday. So in that, we're creating this space of Bizarts in the Columbia Museum of Art, where we're coming together collectively. We're not only collaborating and networking, but we're also providing resources, inspiration, stories, networking opportunities, and giving away these classes so that we can help other small businesses scale and continue to do the work that they're doing in the community.
That's amazing. And one of the details that you guys have been promoting on social media is that you'll have the opportunity to speak to at least 300 people engaged in the business owners' conversations with them, talking about themselves. And then you mentioned the fast track class. They'll be able to get sessions to that. Tell us more about that class.
So it's a lot of times with most small business owners as it relates to Office of Business Opportunities, they tended to focus on veteran-owned businesses, women-owned small business owners. And those business owners are oftentimes not first, second, third generation. They're starting off, they are the first generation. So they're having to learn these beginner phases of starting a business and what that looks like. So what we're doing is just creating the space along with their initiative with the Richland County Office of Small Business Opportunities as well to bring them into this space so they get all the resources they need to scale up. So like the same thing that what I'm saying now, they'll be getting in those classes with Fast Track. That every box that needs to be checked that would be applicable to somebody who's been in business for 5 years, they'll be able to have those things available. They'll be able to apply for certain resources and funding that the city and the county makes available, and they'll be able to check those boxes. So we're essentially creating a space where we're coming together collectively to figure out, one, what are we doing this time? What is it that I don't know as a small business owner that is vital to me and my growth right now? And then gleaning from one another to see how we can collaborate, how do we utilize those gifts that we have and come together and create a force that can help bring the growth and the change that we're seeing in the city and the county.
Yeah, and Councilwoman Barron, one of the exciting parts that I saw about this, there's going to be an opportunity for a special screening of Did You Know, Columbia's Black Wall Street. Some of the unknown history when it comes to business owners that were people of color that were so successful here in the city. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so we had the first screening last year around Juneteenth, and it was an amazing event. But to have the opportunity for not only our local business owners, but the residents here in the county to take a look at this documentary that says that people that we see every day that we somewhat take for granted, the businesses, you know, like the cab company or some of the funeral homes that are here, that are staples for our community that have been here for hundreds of years. Now it's highlighted, and they are the diamond in the rough. There are the businesses that have been in our communities for years, and I think it's time, and I appreciate Dion and his work and the City of Columbia for even giving this a spotlight, because it is that little known history. It's these unsung history makers that we have here, and some of them, you know, people like me have learned from them, because when I started business, there wasn't a fast track. So I had to go sit with some of these business owners like Miss Dobson, you know, and she taught me some things about accounting and how to run my business and how to make connections within the community. And we'll get to see her on that video and as a part of that documentary. And it's, for me, it's an opportunity to say, hey, these are the trailblazers that we stand on the shoulders of as small minority business owners right here in our city.
That is amazing. Well, let's pull up the details for the Bizarts series kickoff. It is happening September 21st. And this is an opportunity for you to come out and again and engage with business owners across the city. It's 4 to 7. Doors open at 3:30. It will be held at the Columbia Museum of Art. Tickets now available on Eventbrite. A final question, can businesses still register to participate?
Absolutely.
And what's the best way to do that?
The best way to do that is to go on to www.the7sunday.live. There's a link that we have designated for that, where they'll be able to submit their information. We're going to create a directory, and we're going to create a community amongst ourselves where we can start collaborating and partnering together.
All right, sounds good. Thank you all so much for coming on the show. And